Hello friends, Dr. Cam here. So today I want to answer the question of how soon after you're exposed to COVID-19, your test, either PCR or rapid antigen test, could show positive. So before I talk about PCR testing and rapid antigen testing, I want to briefly focus on what is incubation period, what is infectious period, and what is symptomatic period, because these are all related, and also what is pre-symptomatic but infectious period. So incubation period is the time that it takes the virus to grow in your body, right? You might not have any symptoms during this time. You might not have any symptoms during your infectious period, but in incubation period, it's the amount of time that it takes for the virus to produce infection in your body. Then you have the symptomatic period, which in case of COVID-19, sometimes there is no symptoms. But you are infectious, as you can see, before you become symptomatic even. So usually 2 days before you become symptomatic, you are infectious. And that's what is called pre-symptomatic but infectious period. I just want you to remember this. So when we talk about the PCR testing and rapid antigen testing, everything would make sense. Now, the y-axis shows you the viral load. That means the amount of virus in your body. So low and then high. And when it's really low, you're not infectious really, and when it's high, you're highly contagious. And also the x-axis shows the amount of days that has passed since your exposure. So day 0 is the day that you were exposed, day 5, day 10, and day 15. So let's say you got exposed here and the virus starts to duplicate and increase in your body, and then you become infectious. It is detected by PCR around, I would say, 3 to 4 days after your exposure, and by rapid antigen test around 4 days after your exposure, you're detectable by rapid antigen test. Remember, you are contagious when you hit this number here. And the peak is around 4 to 5 days. So you're highly contagious at this peak. And then it's like starts to go down. And on day 7 is the last day that you're detectable by rapid antigen test. And further down, day 13, you're no longer detectable by PCR testing, which you're not going to be infectious anymore anyways, because as we know, the infectious period for COVID-19 is 10 days if you have mild or moderate symptoms. If you have severe symptoms, you are infectious for up to 20 days. But for mild to moderate symptoms, you're not infectious more than 10 days. So that is detectable by PCR. Again, if you are infected, you could detect some pieces of the virus even beyond this, up to months after you become infected. So because PCR are very good at detecting the pieces of the virus. So this is basically how soon you'll be positive and detected by rapid antigen test as well as by PCR. So if you have any questions regarding anything that we said today, please send me your questions and I'll be more than happy to answer it. And if you like to know more about other subjects, please let me know. Again, happy holidays and stay safe.